All right, so now I let her go. Notice where the nose is sticking out and the head is high. Notice the head high, notice the nose sticking out. There comes the head. A little bit right there, there's some more there. Notice how the ropes on each side are going right, left naturally. As the animal moves his shoulder, it's naturally making the right, left motion.
What are you doing, looking for an escape?
There's surely a way I can get away from this short, fat guy. Now watch places, watch where the mule drops his head. That's really key. And watch where he gets his nose. Because there's places he's starting to get comfortable. There's his head dropping, there's his head dropping. You see that? I always scare the crap out of these mules. So this ain't going to be done like all right now, but I want to get you all an idea. Notice how, as the mule walks, the ropes go right, left. So they're rolling on the nose just like my hands was. And it's basically saying to the, and you're finally going to recognize me, huh? It's basically saying to the animal, get your head down. Because you see, those two knots on his nose is starting to make sense to him. And the more you do something like this, like you could take your saddle and tie those twines up, look at him dropping his head. And do this with them. The only problem is with just the saddle itself. If they roll on it, then they've rolled on your $900 saddle or $1,000. There, look, see the head? See the head? See the head? Nose starting to come on the vertical. You see? The halter's working, not me making it work. You see that? So just the baling twine, which weighs nothing, is negligible, is there, and it's just enough to say, get your head down. Get your nose on a vertical. So my softening techniques is not lateral flexions. It is not disengaging hindquarters. It's doing what's natural to the animal. You ever see an animal go around in circles trying to get away from somebody? I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it, okay? Natural horsemanship, that's called. Wrong. You know, Dr. Miller wrote a book, and we get a chance to study some of Dr. Miller's stuff. He's awesome. But he says, Natural Horsemanship Explained. He's got one whole chapter in there about me, one whole chapter about Dennis Reese and some of the other guys, you know. And he's saying, look, this is what natural horsemanship looks like. This is what it doesn't look like. He is so frustrated over this lateral flexions and peanut rollers and stuff like this. But like he said, Steve, I'm 87, 88 years old now. He says, you're just going to have to carry on with everybody else, you know. But look. Do you seeing it? How soft of a mule am I getting? I'm not up there doing it. The halter is doing the job. The back end's going to get up underneath. He's going to be pushing off his hindquarters. It's going to round out his back, all from the nose and the halter. Softness, softness, softness. The softness is there. We just have to communicate how to get it out. And you see all these big honking bits and stuff these guys have got, and this one's going to do it, and this one's going to do it, you know. But I like this. A couple times he's kind of come into me to kind of say, can you help me through things, you know. Come on, move. Right ear on me. Right brain thinking. You're an awful nice mule. You are. You make me look real good. Okay, y'all got the idea there, what we're looking for? If the halter is adjusted correctly, you're going to get response. And if that response comes in, it's going to be very respectful towards you. And that's what you want, okay? That halter is your number one tool. Number one tool. Throw all your other nylon halters and all them other things away. Just adjust one up using your trailer. People say, oh, I don't want to put it in a trailer because it might hurt them. Well, I'll tell you what, if you put the halter on them, they'll quit dinking around back there. All right? I've seen just as many animals be stuck on the ground in a nylon halter, or I had to cut the halter and stuff off of them if they didn't get themselves hurt. With this rope halter, they respected. Put them on a hitch and post. Let them stand there. They go to pawing and stuff. They'll get over it. I like you. You're nice. look good. Does that make sense to y'all? Does it?
Yep.
You see how simple it is? Okay, so we're going to hang this up someplace and say never again. You know, feel the weight of this and feel the weight of these two strings. I bet you all can feel the difference in it. And I've already showed you what a throat latch looks like and what it does, you know. So do you see how these little things like this will make such a difference in your mules? Because you see, you putting those tools on them is uncomfortable. And they're thinking, why in the world should I trust you? And pretty soon they start saying, oh, now I'm going to be comfortable. You know, it's a lot nicer. Things are a lot easier, you know.
So
Come
by
on.
doing all this foundation with the halter, so when you do put the bridle on them, all that's going to help you have control.
Yes.
Because that's, now I'm putting it all together, she's strong, and so when she's riding her, she, you know, she can go.
There you are.
And that's the part that scares me as a
Absolutely.
mom. You know, is
I agree
watching
with
them
you,
go.
Misty. Sure. Oh, you bet.
So.
You know, no, I hear you, and you're exactly right. But see, here's the problem. Horse trainers tend to bluff one through, push one through, make it get done in 30 days, 60 days, something like this. And one of the things Dr. Miller says, he says, horse trainers, you know, tend to push one through, bluff one through, you know, push them, push them, push them. Mule won't allow that. They won't allow themselves to get buggered. That donkey side comes out and says, whoa, just a minute. But you see what happens when I got all in a hurry and dinked around with this mule? I got all worried. Same with the other one, he got all worried. But I took my time and I showed him every move was a picture. He goes, oh, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Next time I need to go fast, he can trust me. You know, I knew. So yeah, yes ma'am. You see that throat latch, okay? That it'd be like trying to turn around a freight train, you know?
Yeah.
But when I change it and I change your bridle and stuff, the end result makes all the difference in the world. I'm not up there touching this animal. The halter is doing the job, even with just baling twine, you know? And sometimes with some animals, this is too heavy. I'll just put one strand on them because they immediately start looking for getting away from their nose. They're so soft, especially colts that haven't been messed with. Oh man, they go so fast. But the ones that have been messed with, you got to get through the junk, you know? So no lateral flexions, okay? You can do them home, don't do them here.
How often do you do this then? Just until they walk around once? You do it?
Okay, threes,
You
okay?
do it 3 times.
Three times, okay? When I start seeing my mule frame himself up like right there, I quit him,
Okay.
okay? You watch how much he moved around. Okay, now, here's my gait. I have him go around, and he comes around, and I see about half of the circle. He's doing good. He comes around to the gate. I watch him again. He comes around. He's all framed up 3/4 of the way. Now I come around the gate. Now he comes around the whole round pin framed up. Nose vertical, framed up. You know what? You hear what? Framed up. Hip, wither, head, framed up. Comes around here 1 time. Comes around again 2 times. Comes around again 3 times, framed up. Go back the other way. Clockwise, counterclockwise. 3 times. You'll see a difference with that brain compared to the other brain. Okay? Now the next time you bring it in, this mule is looking for it to get out of here. So as soon as he starts dropping his head and getting soft, 6 times by here, I'm done. 9, 12. Got the idea? All right? But again, what did I do in the very beginning? I just put him in here and let him walk around. Let him think about it. Let him start feeling that pressure. And then pretty soon, he'd come over here and just kind of stopped. I could see he was dropping his head. Okay, now it's time to move him. Of course, I would have normally moved him 3 times, but I wanted you all to see. I didn't take very long. Okay, makes sense?
Suppose he fought it, he, just wasn't, would you,
He stays in here until he does.
okay. Would you make any adjustments to the way you set up the halter and the surcingle and the side rein?
Pretty much the way I got it now. Notice there's no pressure, how loose they are. Okay? See how loose they are? I don't make them tight.
You wouldn't make them any tighter.
No, you make them tighter, you're going to make them brace.
Okay.
See, this way here, the halter works. Halter's doing the job.
Knock on the nose, bring his head.
Yeah. Little bugger snuck up behind me and nudged me. Did you see that? But he kind of found out that didn't feel too good when he done that.
Yeah, right. And you would always use something that's not stretchy.
Oh, yeah, nothing stretching. I don't want to pull on him.
Right.
Okay? I don't want to pull. Even if I do this, it's still pulling. If I bump him, it's not pulling. Anytime you do this, it's pulling, even with a string. So bumping, that's what does it. That's what fixes it. Okay? A Surcingle, folks, you know, this is a wonderful tool. Even my wife's mule, even trained mules that I've had in the past, once, twice a week, sometimes even more, I turn them loose out in a round pen and I do this to them. I let them frame themselves up. It's a tune-up, you know. Do I know how to get in the saddle and frame them up? Yeah, okay. But maybe my next school person that I have come into school, they don't know how to do it, you know. So this way here, I keep my mule tuned. And I don't have to be on their back to tune, okay? All right, makes sense?
Do you ever use any croupers, however you want to pronounce it? No? Okay, never mind. They answer. Your students answered it for
Yeah,
me.
okay, here's the deal. Tail crooper, everybody understands tail crooper, right? Last year I was amazed. 3 people called me and said, I'm going to get your saddle, but does it have a place for a tail crooper ring? I say, no. They say, well, we want you to put a tail crooper ring on it. I said, no, this is my saddle. I designed it this way. Well, why don't you like a tail creeper ring? I said, because number 1, the saddle moves 2.5 inches forward. Number 2, you got a good chance of breaking the mule's back. One guy says, son, I've been doing this for 30-some years, and he said, I've never broke a back one. Had another lady tell me the same thing. I've been riding all my life with a tail crooper. Had a young, the third one said, I'm just getting started, I want to use a tail crooper, okay? And I went through the whole mess with him. Understand a tail crooper is only on bone, it's not on muscle mass, all right? Now, I'll talk about bridges and stuff later, but long story short, all 3 of them people within a month called me and said they had to put their mules down because they had broken backs because of the tail. The crooper broke the tail. One guy said I loosened it up because it was rubbing the underside of his mule. He loosened it up, so now the tail was sticking up and it just snapped. He said I heard it snap, and he said every one of them said I could feel the back end of the animal just drop and literally scooting like this. That had to be horrible. Had to be horrible. And when I talk about breechings and adjustments, you'll see why I use a breeching. Because you see, the breeching is not going to stay in one place all the time.